In my previous videos, I looked back at Jump Superstars and Jump Ultimate Stars, a pair of Shonen Jump crossover platform fighting games released on Nintendo DS. And in today's video, I'm going to be taking a look at the next Shonen Jump crossover platform fighting game, but this one has a twist. It only has characters from Dragon Ball, One Piece, and Naruto.
Battle Stadium D.ON.
Battle Stadium D.ON? I don't know.
Battle Stadium That is a Dragon Ball, One Piece, and Naruto crossover platform fighting game released on the GameCube and PlayStation 2
exclusively in Japan
on July 20th, 2006.
So technically this did release before Jump Ultimate Stars, but it made more sense to make the Jump Ultimate Stars video right after the Jump Superstars video, okay?
Like I just mentioned, Battle Stadium was released exclusively in Japan, meaning it's exclusively in Japanese. However, most of the game is pretty self-explanatory, and for the parts that aren't, I've found a translated list full of all the information one may ever need regarding Battle Stadium D.ON. The game was published by Bandai Namco and co-developed by Aiding and Q Entertainment.
Aiding is known for such hits as... oh shit, they worked on the Naruto Clash of Ninja games? And Pikmin 4? Wow, looks like we actually got some good developers working on this game. Let's see what Q Entertainment has got. Well, we can't all be winners.
Like Jump Ultimate and Superstars before it, Battle Stadium is a Smash Bros-like platform fighter, except this time being released on a home console with its own unique mechanics.
So enough chit chat, let's jump right into Battle Stadium D.ON. I guess that jump joke doesn't technically work because this isn't technically a Shonen Jump game because it doesn't have Shonen Jump in it.
As we start up the game, we're treated to this low frame rate cutscene that introduces us to the characters of Battle Stadium D.ON. I was originally going to say that it introduces us to the concept of the game, but you can't really discern what that is, besides Dragon Ball, One Piece, and Naruto characters fighting each other.
I guess it does cover the whole concept of the game because that's all there is to it.
But that's not necessarily a bad thing. The game doesn't try to be anything it's not. It's a goofy crossover platform fighting game between Dragon Ball, One Piece, and Naruto. Nothing more, and it fully embraces that. It doesn't try to incorporate some epic storyline like Jump Superstars or Jump Force. It's just a fun fighting game, and I gotta give it props for that.
Battle Stadium D.O.N.
Oh, so it is D.O.N. That's really fucking stupid. I'm just gonna keep calling it D.ON.
Let's start by covering the basic gameplay. The game functions like Smash Bros, aside from a couple of differences. The main difference being how the health bar functions. Instead of each player simply losing health as they're attacked, the attacker can steal health from those that they attack. When attacking an opponent, red orbs will drop from the victim, which can then be picked up by other players, and when picked up, will increase their own health. This means the matches can be prolonged for quite a while, as the system works in a sort of tug-of-war fashion.
It's a unique concept for sure, but I don't really see it being superior to a normal health bar system.
Let's talk about the gameplay. The goal is to, of course, deplete your enemy of all their health and steal it all for yourself. Then you need to simultaneously defeat all of them in order to take full control of the health meter.
This is probably the most annoying aspect of the health bar system.
Now how do you deal damage, you may be asking? Let's use that question as a segue into controls. There's the standard move, jump, dash, and block, and then there are your attacking moves. You have standard attacks, ranged attacks, and charged ranged attacks, all of which change depending on the direction of the joystick you're holding. In addition to those moves, there's a grab and a special attack. There's also a chakra/stamina meter, which is used to execute charged attacks and special attacks.
Apparently there are also more complex moves that you can do by combining different button inputs that I just didn't know existed until I did my research for this video.
Finally, by filling up your health meter entirely, you can enter burst mode, which increases your strength, speed, and stamina meter. Some characters' burst modes have special transformations, like for example, Goku enters Super Saiyan mode.
Now that we know how to play, let's discuss who we can play as.
Like the title of the game would imply, there are characters from Dragon Ball, One Piece, and Naruto. Each series starts with 4 unlocked characters. Dragon Ball has Goku, Vegeta, Piccolo, and Teen Gohan. One Piece has Luffy, Zoro, Chopper, and Sanji. And Naruto has Naruto, Sasuke, Sakura, and Kakashi. Dragon Ball has 4 unlockable characters: Future Trunks, Frieza, Cell, and Majin Buu. One Piece has 2 unlockable characters: Nami and Usopp. And Naruto also has 2 unlockable characters: Gaara and Rock Lee. That makes 20 total playable characters, which for a platform fighting game on a home console isn't bad. For reference, Melee, which was also released on the GameCube, had 25 playable characters, and that was a sequel.
We got the gameplay, we got the characters, now how can we actually play the game?
From the start, there is Battle Stadium mode, Survival Challenge, Practice, and Free Battle. Additionally, you can unlock Time Attack and Item Use mode.
Now before I explain what each of these are, can I just go over how funny the announcer is?
For some reason, he switches between saying things in English with an American accent,
Option.
saying things in Japanese with a Japanese accent,
Minna de Battlestar.
and saying things in Japanese with an American accent.
Hachachike.
Anyways, Battle Stadium mode is the main mode of this game and acts similar to arcade mode from Smash Bros. You choose one character and battle through a number of fights until you beat the gauntlet. Some of these fights will have special missions, which if you don't read Japanese like me, you'll need to find a translator. These missions will have a certain win condition, and if you adhere to said condition, then you will gain slot coins, which can be used to unlock items, stages, and characters. Once you beat every fight, you'll be presented with a slot machine where you can activate it using said coins that you've just earned.
The slot machine is fucking terrible.
While I was getting footage for this video, I didn't unlock a single stage or character because the odds of getting either one are super slim. You have to first get 3 Shonen Jump tiles in a row, but that only brings you to a bonus slot machine where you have to win that game to unlock a character or stage. After you play the stupid slot machine, your reward for winning nothing of value is a cutscene where all of the characters have a beach party and drink Nickelodeon slime. As the main game mode, Battle Stadium mode is pretty solid. The gameplay works well and the missions are varied enough that it won't get boring too quickly. The health bar system is somewhat annoying because it can drag out matches longer than they need to be, but honestly it didn't happen all too often. My main gripe with this mode would 100% be the way to unlock characters and stages. The entire slot system needs to be removed. Just have it be that once you beat Battle Stadium mode, you can unlock a new character or stage. It's that simple. It would make playing through the Battle Stadium mode more compelling. Maybe even tie a different stage or character to each character to encourage trying new characters, as beating the mode with each character will unlock something different every single time.
The rest of the modes are kind of exactly the same.
In Survival Challenge, you simply see how many enemies you can beat in a row without losing. Practice is self-explanatory, same with Free Battle and Time Attack. Item Use mode is kind of unique. Using the slot machines from Battle Stadium mode, you can unlock items which can then be used in Item Use mode. Basically, you activate the items you want before starting the match, and they can affect the match in a number of different ways. Speaking of items, that isn't something I really touched upon in gameplay. Items do randomly spawn in-game, but I didn't have a problem with them, mainly because this isn't a competitive game. Smash Bros can either be competitive or fun, but I feel that this game is exclusively fun, like a party game.
That's how I would describe the game, and that's how the game would describe itself too.
I said earlier in this video that the cutscenes describe the entire premise of the game, and they really do. It's a simple, goofy, fun crossover fighting game. While the gameplay is more smooth than Jump Ultimate and Superstars, mainly because it's on a home console, I just don't see this as anything more than a party game. The items are always on, the health bar system extends playtime, and the announcer is goofy as all hell.
I had fun with this game, but the fun didn't last very long. I wanted to unlock all the characters, but once I saw how to do that, I gave up. I feel like this game would be fun with friends, especially ones that like Dragon Ball, One Piece, and Naruto, but playing by yourself gets boring pretty quickly. I had more fun than with Jump Ultimate Stars and Jump Superstars, but just like those two games, I don't really see a reason to go back to this game at all. If you want a competitive platform fighting game, play Smash Bros. If you want a party platform fighting game, then play Smash Bros. I just don't foresee a future where a Shonen Jump crossover platform fighting game is worthwhile, which I think they also realize too. Which is why the next Shonen Jump crossover fighting game is a 3D arena fighter, which may seem like a step in the right direction at first, but that is far from the truth.